Systems of equations. So our vocab for today has a review of linear equations. And remember, a linear equation is an equation with two variables. So I've got my x and my y. And that lets it be graphed on a coordinate plane as a straight line. Okay? So if I was going to graph this, it would turn out, let's see, I think I'm just going to go ahead and graph it. It would turn out, it would go through 1, 0, 1, 3, or sorry, 0, 1, 1, 3, 2, 5, 3, 7, 4, 9. So it would come about like that. That would be my first equation here. Okay? And that's our linear equation graphed out. Now, a system of equations is a set of two or more linear equations. Okay? And almost always, and in this year always, we're going to be dealing with just two. Okay? It's going to be a set of two linear equations. All right? And the idea is that we're looking for the solution to that system, and that's going to be wherever those values, the coordinates that are a solution to this line, are also a solution to our second line. Okay, so if I went and I graphed our second line, this y equals x plus 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then just keep going like that. Drag this one down. My full line, somewhere like that. Okay. So if I graph out my lines, the solution is going to be that point where they cross. Okay, because that's a solution both for my green line, my y equals x plus 3, and for my red line, my y equals 2x plus 1. Okay, and in this case, we can see that it is at 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could put 2 in for my x value in both of these equations, and y would equal 5. All right, that's what it means to be a solution to the system of equations. All right, so our first concept is going to be solving these systems of equations, and we're going to use something called substitution. All right. One equation by itself, we can't find one answer to it, right? It's got a lot of different solutions, okay? So if we're looking for one value that will work for both of these, it's going to be where they're equal, right? Just like we looked at before with graphing, it's going to be where those lines cross, okay? And what we're going to do with substitution is we're going to say, okay, I see from this equation that y is equal to 2x plus 1. Well, this y in this equation and this y in our second equation are really the same thing. We're looking for where they cross, where that y is the same value, and where that x is the same value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, if this y equals 2x plus 1, then I can take this equation, y equals x plus 3, and I can substitute for this y, right? I can say, okay, I'm going to substitute, I'm going to get rid of this y, and in its place, I'm going to write down what y is equal to, because y is equal to 2x plus 1, right? And now suddenly I've eliminated my y variable, my y is gone completely, and I can solve this for x. This is just like what we've been doing in 7.2 and 7.3. Okay? So once we've substituted and gotten these two expressions equal, right? So now we have one equation with just one variable. Now we can solve for it with using just our normal steps. Okay? So 2x plus 1 is equal to x plus 3. I got to get my variables and my constants to the same side. So I'm going to subtract by x, subtract by x. I'm also going to subtract 1, subtract 1, cancel out, and I'm left with 2x minus x, or x, is equal to 3 minus 1, or 2. And I've got my x value. Okay? Now, knowing my x value, knowing where these two equations have the same x value, I can plug it back in to figure out what the y value would be. Okay? I can plug it back in, and I can say, I'm going to use this one. If x is 2, which is what I figured out down here, x is 2, okay? If x is 2 plus 3, that's equal to y still, okay? 2 plus 3 is 5, and y is equal to 5, okay? And if I go back up to my graph, I can see, well, where did they cross? Where's the solution? It's at 2, 5. All right. Okay, I forgot I wanted to do one extra practice one with you guys so you could see all the steps together again. Okay, so when we are given these equations that have y already isolated on one side, our substitution should be pretty straightforward. Okay, so our first step is to substitute and to take one of our y's and convert the other one to whatever it's equal to. Okay, so this is y is equal to 2x minus 4. All right, I'm going to change that to negative x plus 3 is equal to 2x minus 4. All I did was take what this y is equal to and substitute it for the y in my other equation. Okay, so now I have negative x plus 3 is equal to 2x minus 4. Okay, I'm going to combine my variables, so add x to both sides, and maybe I'll slow it down a step. So I'm going to add x to both sides. So I have 3 is equal to 2x plus x minus 4. All right, and then I'm going to move my constants to the same side, add 4, add 4. So I have 3 plus 4 is equal to 2x plus x. Okay, and now I'm going to combine like terms. 3 plus 4 is 7. 2x plus x is 3x. And then get my x by itself. So divide out 3, divide by 3, and I get x is equal to 7/3. Okay. Now I'm going to go back up and I'm going to plug that in for one of my equations. All right. So if I plug that in for, we'll go into this equation right here. I have y is equal to 2 times 7/3 minus 4. Okay. And this one's going to be a little messy, but it's fine. We can still figure it out. So 2 times 7/3 is going to be 14/3. And I'm going to convert this negative 4, or negative 4 over 1, to thirds. So that's going to be 14/3 minus 4 times 3 over 3 is 12/3 is equal to y. And so y is going to be equal to 2/3.